Admiral's Log, Supplemental. We were on course to Sector 001 when I received a report that said that the crew was confused about a very simple matter that every Starfleet officer should be aware. It is with this simple confusion that I will make this log and report to the crew explaining this so they have a better understanding. To this end, I have invited our new crewmen into my ready room to go over how this entire thing works. Oh, welcome. I'm glad you came in. Thank you. Please have a seat. As you have already known, I'm Admiral Phil Morgenthaler. I'm your commanding officer on the USS ARTESIA. And I know there's been some confusion as to how ranking is done on our ship. So I'd like you to sit there. Yeah, go ahead and have a seat. No, would you like some tea? Earl Grey hot, something like that? No, it's okay. All right. Well, we'll try not to take too much of your time. So welcome to the ARTESIA. Let me explain to you how this whole situation works. I know there's been some confusion. I'm hoping that you will help get the information out to your fellow crewmen. So please relax, have a Rappuccino, and we'll begin. First thing that you have to understand is when you're asking what is your rank again is what if you have a rank that was previously given to you before these new rules have been set out. It's not a problem. So far, all ranks that are in place are grandfathered in, so there's no rank changes for those who already have that rank. So the first thing that you have to know is from the beginning is what is the beginning. So we're going to be looking at the first category of ranking, which is the category of junior cadets. So the first question is, who qualifies for the rank of junior cadet? Junior cadets are members who are under the age of 15 years old. A junior cadet who is 11 years old or younger qualifies for a junior cadet first year. A member who is 12 years old qualifies for a junior cadet second year. A member who is 13 years old qualifies for junior cadet third year. And any member who is 14 years old qualifies for junior cadet fourth year. A junior cadet has a little bit less of a restriction on uniforms as they tend to grow kind of fast, and it's hard to get them a correct uniform that's going to last them a good amount of time. And we do ask that members who are under the age of 15 have a parent or guardian with them when attending events, or also supervise while posting online. Okay, so I think that's pretty self-explanatory. So just so you know that is how the junior cadet ranks work. Now, we're going to go into the two paths that a crewman on Star Trek: The Fleet will take. Now, remember that we are a costuming club as well as fandom and charity. So some of the rules that we're going to be looking at for promotion are going to determine on costuming and involvement within our organization. Two different pathways that we're looking at. One is to become an enlisted member of Star Trek: The Fleet, and the other one is to enter our academy for the officers track. So the first thing that we have to realize is that all members who join Star Trek: The Fleet are listed as crew members once they've entered. A person who joins up with Facebook or through contact information through a senior officer is the first point of entry into the club. Second is they must be at least 15 years old. If they're not 15 years old, they enter as a junior cadet. Promotion to the member of crewmen is immediate. Now, there may be several reasons why a member chooses to not get a uniform and stay in the enlisted track. Now, typically these members are considered more of a casual members that just want to hang out and not get a uniform. The highest rank that this person can achieve would be chief. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a member at this level. We definitely wish to have people that wish to enjoy the fandom how they wish, but as of the purposes of the costuming part of our club, the highest rank you can achieve is chief. Now, it does need to be noted that crewmen have the same writing privileges as every other member within the club, so long as they are still considered an active member. Active member meaning a member who has participated 3 times within a 12-month rolling period. So then we come to the highest rank within the enlisted program, which is chief. Typically a non-uniformed, dedicated, interactive member that has met the requirements up to lieutenant commander, except of course those for uniform requirements. And now, for those who wish to pursue a rank in the officers program, this is how you get into the academy. The academy is what we consider anyone that is going into the officer program. So these are the cadet processes. Upon joining Star Trek the Fleet in your particular chapter, in this case the USS Artesia, you will have the opportunity to join into our academy program. Now, to join the academy program, there's a couple of small steps here. So the first is to attend 3 events within a rolling 12-month period. Read the Code of Conduct portion of the handbook. Then choose a department. Reach out to that department head, senior officer. That's when you pick your uniform color, and they can help show you the ropes and show you how things go. At that point, definitely order your uniform. Now, it does need to be noted that the uniform that we're talking about is the chapter-specific uniform. Now, for the USS Artesia, we use the First Contact Deep Space Nine style uniform. But you know that because you've walked down the halls of the ship, you've seen everybody walking around with this same same uniform, except for the Gorn delegation that came in. You know, they're wearing Gorn uniforms, and then the Tellarite delegation that came through. I know they're Federation members, but you know, that was another thing that it comes to mind. We're talking to a Vulcan ambassador. I apologize, crewman. I don't mean to get off track there. You came in to talk about the Academy program. Okay, so the first rank in the officers program is the rank of ensign. So here are the requirements to achieve that rank after you've gone through the original steps from the Academy process. So have the uniform from your home chapter. The next would be to have working knowledge of the ship's activities, etc. We're not asking if you know how the warp engines work or how the dilithium storage works or the deuterium storage or anything like that. What we're looking for is what you understand the club activities to be, the general structure of who your senior officers are, that kind of thing. So basic knowledge of how the organization works. Know the other ships within the squadron. Every ship is within a squadron of Star Trek the Fleet. So, like, for example, the USS Artesia is within the Alpha Prime Squadron, where the USS Windrunner is in the DS-51 Squadron, the USS Monocacy is in the Arlington Station Squadron, that kind of thing. Have general fleet knowledge. What is the core tenets of Star Trek the Fleet? Costuming, fandom, charity, that kind of thing. And then after all of that, you want to sit down and talk to the first officer to review how it all works. Now, it is felt that every member of Star Trek the Fleet should have this information. So we felt that that's a really good entry point for the ensign level. So now we want to talk about the next level up, which is lieutenant junior grade. It should be noted as the ranks increase, so does the expectation of what you know within the club to be able to be closer and closer to an expert when talking to somebody outside. So we're looking into lieutenant junior grade. To get there, we're looking for engagement in social media. For example, you can make a report on your given department. You have to attend events for 3 consecutive and interactive months. And then your progress is reviewed by the department head. Now, as you'll see, a lot of these rank increases have a lot to do with involvement within the organization. Okay, and now moving on to the rank of lieutenant. To achieve the rank of lieutenant, one must attend 1 charity event within a 12-month period, host 1 ship event, 9 consecutive and interactive months as lieutenant junior grade, and then review by department head and first officer to make sure that all the qualifications have been met and that we are looking for a future with you within the organization. Now, a lot of senior officers, when they become become senior officers, a lot of captains, including myself, will actually promote to lieutenant with maybe missing some of the previous qualifications. There is a 1-month probation on that rank for any senior officer for that time period. So now the next rank we're going to talk about is the lieutenant commander rank. Now, the lieutenant commander rank is one of our experts. These are one of our expert ranks. Space for this rank is actually limited on the ship to a handful. However, every member is able to pursue the rank they wish to get to. So now let's go over that rank of lieutenant commander. To achieve the rank of lieutenant commander, one must assume responsibility within the organization. The responsibility must be long-running and consistently met the agreed-upon duties. Pass the captain's evaluation and possible mentoring if needed. We want to make sure that this is a representative of the best qualities of. Now we're ending the end of this presentation. Only have 2 more ranks to go. So I know, crewmen, you're getting antsy because you've got that volleyball tournament that you have to go to in the holodeck. And I'll tell you, that volleyball tournament is a riot. I'll tell you, we hold that every like 4 years. And I know a lot of the members are constantly trying to get the ball back and forth. This is back and forth issue. I apologize, crewmen. I tend to ramble. I know you're more interested in finding out about these last 2 ranks. So the second to last rank that we're looking at today is going to be the rank of commander. Commander must show collaborative initiative in the squadron and fleet. They must pass a handbook quiz. Furthermore, they must be reviewed by the Admiralty. Whether it's the fleet captain, squadron admiral, or fleet admiral, there'll be a conversation to make sure that they're ready to take on this highly important position. And lastly, we have the rank of captain. Captains are assigned per the admiral only, not promotable at ship level. A commander must pass 6 months in this rank while running a chapter to be considered for the rank of captain. And it must be reviewed by an admiral. Okay, crewmen, so now you have all the information that you need to become the next rank up. So thank you so much for sitting through this. There is one more bit of information that's very important to know. Now, it does need to be noted that we are in a larger organization. The USS ARTESIA is neighbors and sister ships with a lot of other ships. So when accepting a promotion on your home ship, members must know that members have been promoted within 6 months to lieutenant or higher may not transfer to another ship and retain the rank. Opening a new chapter or to aid another ship in an emergency may be accepted to retain the rank. Now, the reasons that we do this is the captain promotes someone in good faith. Then the member requests the transfer to a ship that may have stricter rules. This creates an unfair situation for the members that are working really hard to retain the rank. Now, the one other question that comes up kind of often that does need to be addressed: why do we have ranks? So in Starfleet, we understand why we have ranks. In Star Trek: The Fleet, I think it does need to be examined. Ranks are a part of our immersion into the Star Trek universe. It's our way of getting into the spirit of things. Also, we do use rank as a way to thank people for hard work and for involvement within our organization. So the members that spend time with us, that come out and have the fun, that decide to help the charities, these are the members that we look at to thank them for their involvement with rank as the award. Sometimes there are other awards that are given out per the fleet or chapter or the ship's command structure. They may wish to thank even more, and that's great. We love that. So crewmen, I think that's about it for how to advance in rank to throughout this ship. Now, if you wish to learn how to start your own ship, and I know that was something that has been brought up, and that's why the captain rank was listed, definitely check back with me, Fleet Admiral Phil Morgenthaler, or Vice Admiral Nathan Adams that can help you with that, or even just ask your captain if you're just visiting from another ship, which I'm not sure if you are or not. Are you visiting from another ship? I did that once, actually. I stopped by the Excelsior, as I remember, and it was cruising at about warp 6. My captain asked me, "Hey, what are you doing on my ship?" And I said, "Well, I beamed over here from my ship." He says, "Well, this isn't your ship. You should be on a different ship." And I said, "Well, hey, you're going my way, right?" And he says, "Yeah, but that doesn't make a difference. You've got to be on the right ship." And I said, "Well, okay, then get me on the right ship." And it just kept going and going. And oh my gosh, that Excelsior, it's kind of fast. Actually reminds me, at one point, the original Excelsior was meant to go faster than the Enterprise. Can you believe that? The Enterprise, of all ships, it wanted to beat James T. Kirk's speed and had transwarp drive. But then, oh my gosh, Scotty pulled the ball bearings out of the computer. And the whole thing just crashed.